Hello wonderful people, New Year has started with lots of changes and lots of work, so for this video I chose something calm and relaxing with a cute puppy to share with you. The pup I'm painting today is Max. He's a mix, as his owners have told me. Max is a big, playful, nice pup, and they don't know what a mix it is, but he's a big one. And he likes to jump on people, including me, but he listens too when he's told not to do that. Still, his puppy brain is a bit mischievous and is easily distracted. Max lives with friends. I've painted their other two pups in the last few years and some wooden ornaments too. I remember that they probably were painted on stream and I don't have their footage anymore, but you get to enjoy the beauty of Max in full. By the way, if you want to join the other streams, I stream on Twitch and I will put the link down below. Before I start painting, I sketched Max, of course using a yellow colored pencil. It's an erasable one, but honestly, it's not why I chose it for sketching. Yellow shows up most nicely on the stained wood, and it's why I chose yellow. Red and blue kind of turn less visible on the wood, as does the graphite pencil. I could use white too, but I never use yellow for other sketches on paper, so it's actually nicely usable right now and I like it. It's also easy to paint over it without it disturbing or messing with the final look of the painting. What actually makes me happy is that I found an actual good use for this pencil color. I rarely sketch in yellow on paper because it's where it gets lost and I prefer other colors. Lately, orange and light blue were working nicely for me in sketches, and I enjoyed the look of them. But here on stained wood, it's yellow. To stain the ornament, I used walnut ink and let it dry thoroughly before I started painting on it. The ink is rewettable by water, so my paint application happens cautiously and carefully. For the blue background, I used several careful layers of cobalt teal mixed with white. It's just my preferred look. I also tried other inks to stain the ornaments and love how they turned out. For the sake of consistency, I used walnut ink and cobalt teal because it's what I used for the other ornaments in the same family too. If you're curious about the whole process, I have a few videos on how I developed it and what I do now for preparing, painting and sealing the pieces to make them nice and waterproof in the end. The links will be down below in the info box. By the way, they've been sending me photos of their sweet pups in their Christmas tree, especially after one of them, a black lab, who was the best friend of my pup, Dante, passed away. It's a very treasured memory for them, and honestly, an honor for me to paint their precious pups. While painting using gouache and wood, I have to be mindful about the piece. Max's fur is a bit tricky, it's longish and fuzzy, black and shiny, which reflects light in a way that almost looks white in some areas, but with white and light grey areas around the snout and on his chest too. So while I paint, I try to accommodate to that, painting lots of little streaks for his fur, overlapping and creating the illusion of fuzziness. And what I do is being responsive to what the medium and the painting wants. I go from dark to light, blocking in colors first, and then slowly adding details, fixing areas and adjusting the colors to what the painting truly needs. Little streaks, dots, and just slowly going from one area to the next. I really like how his golden eyes glow in the painting and in real life too. He's a kind pup and will benefit so much from a loving home that he is in now. And while I paint, I was thinking about all the rules we have in art, about the best techniques and how mediums should be used at all times. When I paint, I know and feel what the painting needs, how the medium wants to be handled, and I'm okay bending the rules sometimes. Because sometimes it's what the piece needs and what the medium wants. Because sometimes in art, it is about bending the rules to create something wonderful and adjusting the methods, because it needs compassion to the piece and the medium. I like to think of it as a flow, almost a dance between the artist and the medium. Our paints have a character of their own and want to go a certain direction. The artist is there to lead. When too rigid, the medium will bend but look like it. When both find the rhythm, the painting goes smoothly and is most enjoyable. It's why I have preferences for paints, paper and brushes, even pigments, because they work with me and I adjust to their flow nicely, while others I know cannot give me the look I want. One example would be cadmium yellows. I'm usually not picky about my pigments and can work with what is given me, but cadmium yellows are just not for me. They never mix the way I want them to mix. So for this piece, going slowly and being aware of what the piece needs was my go-to, as it always is with animal portraits. I'm glad I got to paint Max before moving away, which is by the way happening right now as this video goes live, and I hope it goes well and smoothly. There will be updates on Discord if you want to know what's happening right now in my life. It's exciting for me. I don't know if it's exciting for you, but well, you could be in on it. The new place will offer lots of possibilities, which I wasn't tired to tell for months now, but now it's finally happening for real. I will also have a room for my art stuff now. We'll have dedicated places for all my palettes and paints, papers and books. It also means that I will have the time and mind space to finally go on with all the creative plans I've had, because the move will be over. There will be no time spent on figuring out how to move the furniture, where to place the desks, and all the little things that needs to be fixed. I will have my spot and will take you with me on more artsy adventures and pet portraits. I will also slowly start recording a class on how I paint animals to share my knowledge and maybe help you out to paint your fluffy companions. In case you want to commission me to paint a portrait of your beloved pet, I'm open for these too. You can see more of the paintings on this channel as well as on my site with more info, tutorials and random stuff about watercolors. Art is truly an adventure for me, and I'm glad to be able to take so many with me on a journey to discover the wonderful things and share my knowledge. If you made it this far, let me know. If you have a pet and have ever painted it, is it something you want to learn to improve? And what is it that you struggle with most? That would really help me to address it in the class, which will be free by the way. Let me know and I will try to help you out so you can be happier with your art. I hope you're doing well on your art adventure and can't wait to paint with you. Have the most wonderful and creative day, everyone. And I hope to see you soon. Bye!